What's up, loves? Unmute your speaker or increase volume to hear. Let's see here. Let's check my volume. Okay. What's up, y'all? Knowledge Butterfly, as always, sending you guys out so much peace, so much love, so much blessings, so much abundance. Just sending you out all type of energy to help you reach the level and status that you want to reach within yourself. Because just truly realizing within myself, coming into the true knowledge of self, and that everything that is outside of me is already inside of me. It's already there. And it's just a matter of me raising that up in myself in order to experience that in my current reality. So anyways, this video is about, I'm doing a 7-day clarity cleanse is what I call it. And it's also a 7-day chakra cleanse. And of course we have 7 major chakras. And this is just tying in with the 21-day Get Your Mind Right challenge that I did from March the 25th until April the 14th. April the 14th was the last day of the challenge. And I realized that I didn't realize that at the time when I woke up with the epiphany to do the 21-day Get Your Mind Right challenge. I was asleep, and the first thought that came to my head was I needed to do that challenge, and therefore I did it. And I put it out there for others to do as well, because I know it was something that was divinely coming from my higher self. And of course, that means that it's a very beneficial thing for you to do if the first thought that's on your mind is to release some mentally toxic thoughts. And so yeah, I put it out there for you guys. But then after I was in it for a while, I was like, well, shit, this is the day after the new moon. I received this download the day after the new moon to do this mental health challenge, right? And it actually ended on the 14th, which was after the full moon. Let me see exactly when the full moon was. Check my phone. This is a good thing that this is a good thing that I didn't record a video on my phone, because part of me wanted to do that. So so the last day of my Get Your Mind Right challenge was on the last quarter moon, which was a week after the full moon. So I literally tapped into the new moon, the first quarter moon, the full moon, and the last quarter moon. So I tapped into 4 phases of the moon during that challenge. So anybody who participated with me, you are aligning yourself, and you were syncing yourself up with the stages of the moon. And at the time, you know, I was just going by what I felt, you know what I'm saying? What came to me and what I felt I should do. And so that's really powerful shit when you start to realize that you are truly tapped into your higher self. You are tapped into your divine self. You are tapping into your divine feminine, masculine energies. You're balancing those things out within yourself. So you're in alignment, right? So, anywho's, on the 14th, the last day of the challenge, I got another epiphany that came to me. I did share it with you guys in a YouTube video. I recorded it that night. However, I went to sleep and I was allowing it to upload from my phone. And from my phone, sometimes it takes forever. The longer the video, the longer it takes, of course, for it to upload. And so when I got up, it still hadn't uploaded. I wake up early. I wake up at like 2 and 4 a.m. And so I checked it, and then I, did some little things to deleted it and re-uploaded it. And then when I got up, really got up at like 9 something, about 9 something, it was still uploading. Like, it was still uploading, and it was stuck at 95% processing for forever. So finally it uploaded, but it uploaded on the 15th, which is the day that I actually started my 7-day clarity cleanse, to now go ahead and cleanse out my chakras. And I'm going to explain like how that ties into the Get Your Mind Right challenge, to do this physical detox, right? And I'm going to explain what I'm actually doing. Excuse me, that tea is actually good. It has no sugar in it. my own little herbal tea blend for herbs I got from Seven Nanda. So I'm utilizing the things that I bought months ago. So anywho's, like I said, started on the 15th. So today is day 3 of this clarity cleanse. Now, what I'm actually doing is I'm spending 3 days of doing nothing but liquids, tea, water, and then at 4 o'clock, around 4 o'clock, I do a smoothie with some type of protein, fiber, or something in it in order to, feed my cells healthy proteins, healthy fibers. So the first day I didn't do a smoothie. I actually made a green juice, and the green juice was kale, spirulina, sea moss, moringa. It was a whole bunch of things that were not that pleasing to my taste buds, because of course my taste buds has been used to eating sugars and salts and all these things, all these spices, because I put a lot of spice in my food. And so it was definitely something where I had to tell myself, I set the intention. So let me start, hold on, let me rewind. I started the intention. Let me turn this heat off, y'all. Excuse me, because I don't want to be showing necking. All right. Okay, so I started the intention that it was going to be a very easy challenge. I'm going to open the window too. Hold on. Let some fresh air in. And let the blinds up. Let some sun in. Let the sun shine in. So what the Get Your Mind Right Challenge taught me was definitely in the setting the intentions for everything I do. Setting these intentions, because a lot of times when we're going to do a fast, I know for myself, I will automatically be like, oh, this is going to be hard. No food. I'm going to want to eat something. How am I going to get through this? That was the mindset that I would have. So I was already defeated before I even started it. I was already making it more challenging and more hard. So I received the epiphany from, again, cleaning out these toxic thoughts for 21 days. What if you start out saying that this is going to be easy and exciting, and this is going to be a time where you are regenerating yourself and feeling childlike and tapping into higher realms of yourself, higher dimensions of yourself. And so I went into it thinking that, and to be honest, it is 80% of it has been that way. 80% of it I have felt like shit. Even 85% of it I have felt like, wow, this is amazing. I've been researching new recipes and things to try when I come off of the fast. Not just healthier recipes, but different cultures, because I love foods from all cultures. And so I've been researching African dishes and all kind of things. So even when I think about food, when the 15 to 20% that are coming for me to think like, about something that I could be eating right now, it kind of transmutes into, okay, let me just research some things that I can try when I'm done with the fast, some different foods I can start to introduce into, excuse me. Oh, that's a very sweet comment. I had somebody comment on my YouTube. So yeah, shout out my new subscribers, and shout out people who have been with me for, however long you've been with me, just for being here with me through this journey, because this is really my journey. I'm not here claiming to be anybody's master, teacher, or any of those things. I am learning to be my own master teacher and learning how to be a student of my own self, observing my own self and learning from my own self and my own experiences. So anybody that I'm able to touch during this time in a positive way, and also help encourage you along the way through your journey, that is my pleasure to do that. So thank y'all. Anywho's, let me get back to what I was talking about. What was I talking about, y'all? Sheesh. It came to me and I started to talk, and it went. It'll come back. But basically, the Get Your Mind Right challenge is what is the gist of it is got me prepared for this 7-day cleanse and setting that intention to go into it with a positive mindset, and that this shit is going to be easy. This shit is going to be rewarding. This shit is going to be exactly what I need. And I had received a download that doing the 7-day cleanse was really powerful after the Get Your Mind Right, after doing a mental detox, because now I'm doing a physical detox to purge out the remaining negative thoughts. And so I can feel those thoughts try to rise up, but I'm learning how to not even allow that to upset me, to allow it to go away, just like the clouds. Just like a cloud moves, you'll see a cloud 1 minute, next minute it's gone. The same thing with my thoughts, allowing it to purge outside of me. So, anywho's, the 3 days of liquid came to me. Do 3 days of liquid and then do 4 days where I allow myself one meal, and I can incorporate a smoothie if I so choose to do so, to have a little bit of sweetness, because my smoothies have plantain in it. And if you don't know what plantain is, it's a tropical fruit that looks like a banana, but it's bigger than a banana. And it's not something that you normally eat raw. You normally cook it, whether you boil it, do boiled bananas, do boiled plantain, or you can fry it. I like to fry mine in coconut oil, the sweet ones. You can also fry the green plantain, because the green plantain, of course, is not ripe, so it's not going to be sweet, but it's still delicious. All right. But anywho, that's me getting into all the beautifulness of plantain. I love plantain. So I'm actually doing a plantain smoothie with sea moss, moringa, spirulina, just adding some greens in there. So my smoothie comes out actually being a heart chakra green color, okay, and or a nature color. So it's coming out with that earth energy, which is important, and I'm going to get into why the earth energy is important. So anywho's, doing my 3-day cleansing, the liquids. I've never done a liquid cleanse, and for me to challenge myself to 3 days is very, very, very bold for me. It's very bold for me. It's very disciplined of me, and I'm really proud of myself for that, because last year I participated in Ramadan, where you couldn't eat throughout the day. When the sun is up, when the sun rises, you can't eat, and you can't eat during that whole time while the sun is up. You have to wait until the sun sets, and then you can eat. So I was eating once a day during that time, because I was eating when the sun set. I was getting more in alignment with the moon energy, and allowing my and switching up the way that my digestive system works, which is normally based on, our digestive system is based on the circadian rhythms. Excuse me, it seems like I'm going all over the place, but these things are just coming to me, so I'm just allowing it to flow. So anywho's, I'm on day 3 of the liquid, and tomorrow I start my solid foods, 1 meal a day, which will be most likely me steaming some kale with some onions and garlic and some Himalayan sea salt. I literally just made that dish for my nephew myself and my nephew for breakfast before I started this cleanse, and he was like, I don't even like onions, but this is so good. Like, it just had Himalayan sea salt and some garlic, y'all, and onions. That was my spice, and it tasted amazing. Like, every bite was an experience. So I'm going to be dealing with that. So the 7-day cleanse for me, anytime you're dealing with greens, I want to let you know that you are cleansing all 7 chakras. You are detoxing all 7 chakras. So I'm detoxing my emotions, y'all. I went from detoxing my mental state to my emotions, and that's what I wanted to get into, because remember, all starts with the mind. So I started with the mind first, and now I'm dealing with all 7 chakras at the same time. Why this is important is because on April the 22nd, we actually start, we have another new moon. We have another new moon, so we'll be setting new intentions. So at this time right now, the moon is in a waxing phase. The moon's in a releasing phase. So she's releasing things that no longer serve her. And that's what I'm doing right now. and releasing these things that no longer serve my body, I'm doing a reset on my body. I'm doing a reset on my cells. So from a microscopic level, I am dealing with the atoms that make up this very being, and I'm recoding them. So doing that during this time is very powerful. Not only is April the 22nd new moon cycle, it's also Earth Day. So that's tying into the earth and manifesting things on this earth plane more easily and more effortlessly, because I'm coding my cells to do that for me. I'm coding my mind to do that for me. So I coded my mind, and now I'm coding my cells and my chakras to do that for me. For my mind and my chakras to work in harmony and in balance. And that's where I am. So today, hold on. Because my tea is getting cold, and I love the warm tea because I feel like it helps aid in your digestive system. And even though right now I'm giving my digestive system a break, which is another plus from doing this, huge plus, you're giving your digestive system a break. But yeah, so I was talking about the aligning your mind and your chakras, your mind and your emotions. And so today, just like I do every day, for those who are not familiar, I do chakra spinning. What that entails is, as soon as I get up and I allow myself the moment to come back into this reality, I lay in the bed on my back, and I start from my Earth Star chakra, which is the soles of your feet, the part of you that is anchored and tied to this earth. And I go all the way up to my crown chakra, and I do individual spinning of each one of those chakras. And as I'm focusing on that particular chakra, I speak an affirmation that aligns with the frequency of that chakra. And so I was doing that today. Once I reached the heart chakra, well, before I reached the heart chakra, as I was doing the Earth Star chakra, my solar plexus was thumping. It was thumping like boom, boom. I could feel it like it was about to come outside of the body type of shit. Then when I got to my heart chakra, my emotions tapped in, and I felt so strongly about what I was saying, that it was the truth, that I was coming from my heart space, that I started to tear up as I was saying it. About the time I got to my throat chakra and I was speaking, the tears started rolling down both of my eyes, and it was actually happy tears. It was happy emotions coming out. And that is a powerful breakthrough for me, because when I first started doing the chakra spinning, I was just more focused on the repetition of saying these affirmations, and also, of course, the spinning of my chakras and the visualization part, because it's a visualization exercise dealing with your imagination, and then it's also a mental exercise. But now I've added the emotional component on it, and anybody who's familiar with the law of attraction and attracting things to you, it is all based upon your magnetic field, your electromagnetic field, which is your aura. And your aura is determined by your heart chakra space. So the fact that my emotions really started to kick in at my heart chakra space, and I felt it. So from the heart chakra onto the crown chakra, it was powerful. My whole body started to vibrate. So it's going to show that just day 3, I'm already tapping into my emotions. Day 3 of doing this chakra clarity cleanse, because really it is a chakra clarity cleanse. It's the 3 C's, and I think I'm going to change it to that, the title to that, to the 3 C's. So yeah, I put it out there. Like I said, it was late, so I know some of y'all have probably already had your breakfast. You had already started, so you didn't have a full day to get yourself prepared for it. But even if you don't participate in it with me during this time, it's definitely something to think about doing when you do it, after you do any type of mental detox, to do a physical detox, because you are aligning your spirit and your matter together. You know, spirit over matter. So I did the mental before I dealt with a material aspect of myself. And when I say material aspect of myself, it is your lower 3 chakras. It's your root your sacral and your solar plexus are dealing with the matter, is dealing with your lower self, whereas your higher 3 chakras are dealing with your higher self, and your heart is the gateway. But yeah, so okay. All right, there we go. Lost the focus for a minute. So yeah, that's all I want to share with you guys. I will also add that in my chakra spinning, if those who have seen that video, I dealt with 8 chakras, my earth star chakra to the crown. I actually started to incorporate recently my higher heart chakra, which is in between your heart chakra and your throat chakra, and it's the color teal. You can also look at it as pink, but when I do my visualization, I see it as teal, which is the range between the green of the heart chakra and the blue of the throat chakra, is putting those 2 colors together, creating that color. So the higher heart chakra ties to your inner child, and I've been doing inner child work. Inner child work is very important, and I am going to do a video after this talking about your inner child. But yeah, so I think I'm going to do that video. I'm deciding if I'm going to do it this way or through my phone. Oh, well, last thing I'm going to add, my videos, I tell you, I be wanting to be short, but I just keep it going because it just be flowing. I keep it going because it be flowing, you know? Earth Day. Earth Day is April the 22nd, 2020. So that's 444. That's another 444. That's a very powerful energy. And that's a new moon day. So you are setting new intentions. You are setting intentions you want to manifest. So as we've been doing these detoxes and cleansing our minds and our bodies, our emotions, that'll be the perfect time for you to actually really set really powerful intentions and really meaningful intentions and really heartfelt intentions, and intentions that are tied into your dreams, what you want to manifest, the things that you've always desired as a child, the things you naturally love to do. This is getting back to the things that you naturally love to do as a child during that time. So it's Earth Day, it's a new moon. It's 444 energy, so it's tied into the ancestors, your ancestors, not just the ancestors, your ancestors, your ancestral DNA. So my ancestral DNA is right there on the altar behind me, honey. The candle is burning. Oh, that's another thing I did before I started my 7-day cleanse. No, yeah, the day I started my 7-day cleanse, that night on the 15th, I actually placed my, I set some intentions. I did a very powerful meditation. And then I allowed my intentions to come up. I set my intentions. I felt my intentions, so I put the emotion behind it. And then I enchanted my candle by placing my hands on that candle before I burnt it. After I cleansed it, but before I burnt it, you got to cleanse it first, y'all. And then I put my hands on the candle so that the energy can come from my hands. That feeling that I was feeling, my intentions and everything will go into this candle. And so then I placed that candle on the altar, and then I lit the candle. So the candle actually started burning very fast. It's actually almost halfway through, and it hasn't even been 2 full days. It hasn't been 48 hours because I started burning it at like almost 11 p.m. on the 15th. So it was going into the 16th, and today is the 17th. So 24, almost 36 hours it's been burning. So a day and a half, and it's almost halfway burnt through. So that goes to show the power in you. You are the power. You are the currency. So this is doing a reset of myself in order to make myself even more powerful, and to have the confidence and the discipline in myself. The cleanse is teaching me so much discipline in myself. I smell the food my father cooks. I actually made breakfast for my nephew on the first day of my cleanse. I made him pancakes, and I love pancakes, and my pancakes are the bomb. And he tells me that every time. I'm an amazing cook. I'm an amazing cook, and I got it from my mama, y'all. So I smelt that, and I was like, you know what? I didn't even desire it. So that just shows you the power in your intentions. I set those intentions, and it's playing out, y'all. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. My 7-day chakra clarity cleanse is in full effect. Day 3. I really hope you guys have a beautiful day of love. It's a Venus day, so love y'all. Peace and blessings, blessings and peace. This thing is super slow. I said in the meeting. There we go.